Imagine standing at the edge of an uncharted path stretching far beyond the horizon, a journey that seems so vast it could take a lifetime to complete. The ancient philosopher Lao Tzu reminds us, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. This powerful truth tells us every great adventure and profound understanding starts with a simple, courageous action. In this video, we will embark on an intellectual journey to explore how some of history's greatest thinkers have taken their own first steps in understanding the self, what it means to be you in this vast world. From Socrates' quest for wisdom to Lao Tzu's harmony with the universe, each philosopher offers us a unique step towards grasping the nature of our identity and existence. As we traverse our lives, ideas, and lasting contributions, ask yourself, what single step will you take today in uncovering the mystery of your own self? We will now explore the lives of the 11 philosophers, beginning with Socrates.
Socrates, a great philosopher, is the founder of Western philosophy, primarily known through his students' accounts. A controversial figure mocked and sentenced to death, he was admired for his insight and integrity. Information about him comes from Plato, Xenophon, Aristophanes, and Aristotle, whose conflicting accounts to create the Socratic problem. Considered strange in appearance and behavior, Socrates didn't teach but sought answers through public conversations. Believing virtue is knowledge and caring for the soul is crucial. The Socratic method, Alencus, involves questioning to stimulate critical thinking, often revealing lack of understanding.
Plato was an Athenian philosopher, student of Socrates, and founder of the first Western school, the Academy. He believed the self is composed of reason, spirit, appetite, and life is best when reason leads. His theory of form says the world we see is imperfect, and the real truth lies in a higher world of perfect ideas. His ideas inspire us to stay balanced, think deeply, and choose what's right.
Aristotle was a Greek philosopher who studied under Plato, taught Alexander the Great, and founded the Lyceum in Athens. Known as the father of formal logic, he developed the syllogism, advanced inductive reasoning, and introduced the principle of non-contradiction. His ideas in ethics emphasize virtue as a balance between extremes, aiming for happiness, and his theory of causes explained reality through purpose and function. Covering subjects from logic and metaphysics to biology and politics, his work shaped Western thought for centuries.
René Descartes, born in 1596, is known as the father of modern Western philosophy for emphasizing reason, observation, and evidence over tradition. Famous for, "I think, therefore I am," he believed the mind is unchanging soul separate from the body. His ideas encourage critical thinking, questioning beliefs, and continue to influence philosophy, science, and technology today.
John Locke, born in 1632 in England, was a philosopher and a physician who lived through major political shifts like the Glorious Revolution. Educated at Oxford, he became an influential advisor and thinker. Locke's major contribution to the concept of the self, that is personal identity, is defined by the consciousness and memory, not the soul or body. He argued that our continuous awareness and memories create who we are. This idea laid the foundation for modern psychology and philosophy. Locke's work on experience and knowledge, viewing the mind as a black state, deeply influenced by Western thought and the Enlightenment.
David Hume, a Scottish Enlightenment philosopher, historian, and essayist. Largely self-taught, he became a leading empiricist and skeptic, arguing that knowledge comes from experience and causation is a mental habit. He experienced the bundle theory of the self, promoted sentimentalist ethics, and critiqued religion. Keywords include a treatise of human nature, inquiry concerning human understanding, and dialogues concerning natural religion. His ideas influenced Kant, Adam Smith, and modern philosophy.
Immanuel Kant, born in 1724 in Königsberg, was a famous German thinker. He believed that while we learn from experience, our mind also shapes what we know. In ethics, he taught the categorical imperative, meaning we should only do things we believe everyone should do. His ideas changed how people think about knowledge, right and wrong, and freedom, and they still influence education, science, and democracy today.
Saint Augustine of Hippo was a key philosopher, theologian, and bishop born in 354 AD in North Africa. Raised by his Christian mother, he explored different beliefs before converting to Christianity in 387, influenced by Saint Ambrose. Augustine became a priest and then a bishop of Hippo, dedicating his life to writing and preaching. His famous works, Confessions and The City of God, deeply shaped Christian thought and Western philosophy. Today, he is honored as a saint with his feast day on August 28th.
Lao Tzu, a 6th century BC Chinese philosopher, founded Taoism and wrote the Tao Te Ching. His philosophy emphasizes living in harmony with the Tao, the natural order of the universe, through simplicity, humility, and non-action. Lao Tzu believed wisdom comes from understanding oneself, not from others. He encourages self-awareness and believed wisdom comes from learning from oneself and not from others.
Gilbert Ryle, in The Concept of Mind, 1949, critiqued Descartes' dualism, calling the separation of mind and a body a category mistake. He rejected the idea of distinct mental world, arguing that mental processes are simply intelligent acts intertwined with a physical action. Ryle described dualism as a dogma of a ghost in the machine, denying the existence of a hidden soul or mind inside the body. He maintained that thoughts, feelings, and abilities are not stored in a mental space, but are expressed through behavior. Paul Churchland, born 1942, is a Canadian philosopher known for eliminative materialism, the idea that terms like beliefs could be replaced by brain science. A former professor at UC San Diego, his works like Matter and Conscious link philosophy with neuroscience. He has greatly influenced modern debates on the nature of mind and consciousness.
Now that we've explored the lives of our great philosophers, uncovering their stories, their ideas, and their lasting contributions to how we understand ourselves, from harmony with the universe to fearless questioning, their wisdom invites us to live more thoughtfully. Remember, philosophy is not just something to study, it's something to live. As Socrates said, the unexamined life is not worth living. The question now is not just what they believed, but what will you do with what you've learned? Will you seek harmony? Will you challenge ideas? Or will you reflect deeply on your own life?